Man, we're kind of stuck. I am coming to you live from a lake in the Adirondack Mountains. I'm officially on vacation, but I'm coming to you anyway because I want to make sure I stay in touch every day. Try to keep you, giving you something to do, keep you uplifted and making you feel a little better about the way things are. So day number 81, and today I'm going to talk about 3 steps to 10x your income. Now, please know that this applies to any business, not just an art business. Now, most of you or many of you are artists or art galleries. As a result, I am making this about art. But you want to share this or forward this to people who have a business because this is a phenomenal, phenomenal thing that I'm going to teach you today. All right. So today, before we get started with how to 10x your business, a couple of things. First off, I want to remind everybody that we are in the month of June giving away a full attendance to either Streamline's Plein Air Convention or Streamline's Figurative Art Convention. One of them is in August in Santa Fe. One of them is in Baltimore in late October. We think both are going to take place. I had an email from a lady this morning who said, you know, we're concerned. And I said, look, you have a guarantee if you decide to cancel because it's unsafe, or we decide to cancel because it's unsafe, or we reschedule, you get your money back. It's that simple. And we've had a lot of people who've signed up for the Plein Air Convention, a lot of people signing up for the Figurative Art Convention. We sold out our Adirondack event this week. We actually have a waiting list. If you want to get on that waiting list, you can go to publishersinvitational.com. But people are ready to get out, and people are ready for a little bit of change, and we're of course doing some things to keep everything perfectly safe and wonderful. So we'd love for you to come. Anyway, we are giving away, if you go to streamlinegiveaway.com, I don't have my cards today, but streamlinegiveaway.com. Make sure you only need to do it one time. Anyway, I don't think I introduced myself. My name is Eric Rhoads, and it's spelled R-H-O-A-D-S because there's no E in it, R-H-O-A-D-S, and I am the publisher of Fine Art Connoisseur and Plein Air magazines. Also publish Fine Art Today, Plein Air Today, Realism Today, and American Watercolor weekly newsletters, and of course the conventions and a bunch of other stuff, some painters retreats and things. We announced this week that we are going to be doing a virtual global experience called Plein Air Live. If you are involved in the plein air world, if you're a plein air painter, a plein air collector, a plein air organizer, we are going to have the world involved. This is going to be a really terrific experience. It's going to be in July, and I believe the dates are July 15th. It's 4 days, 4 days. And on the 14th of July, we're going to have a beginner's day. So for all the people who listen to the Plein Air podcast, who've come in here, who want to learn about plein air painting, who are curious, we have a beginner's day that's going to teach you a lot of different things that everybody else knows, but you're going to need to know. And so that's an option for you. And when you sign up, you will be given that option. Now, we don't have the details on there, but we have confirmed some worldwide superstars. And I say worldwide because we're going to expose you to some new people that you may or may not know who are superstars in other countries. And we are involving people around the world. And we will have, you guys will be able to engage with each other. You'll be able to meet people. It's going to be very, very much like a plein air convention experience. And this is not a replacement for the plein air convention. And so anyway, that's coming up, and you can go, and we're setting up a wait list. It's pleinairlive.com. And if you go there, put your information in, you'll be the first to receive the information, because once we announce it, and I'm not sure when we're going to have that announcement ready, but pretty soon. Anyway, once we announce all the people that are involved in this thing, you're going to be blown away and you're going to want to attend this. And so we have some technology limitations, and we're not sure how many people we can actually get on this. We're trying to resolve that early this week, and So you want to make sure you're on the list early, and when you're given an opportunity, go ahead and sign up early because you do not want to miss this. Um, I'm afraid the wind is still blowing. It's chilly, but when the sun comes out, it's pretty nice. And so I think it's going to be up about 70 degrees today. Right now, it's about probably, with the wind, it's probably feeling about 50. All right, so we have some winners. Today's prize winners, we gave away, yesterday we announced a, oh, okay, I couldn't read my own writing. Yesterday we announced we're giving away a digital subscription to Plein Air magazine. A digital subscription comes with about 20% extra content that is not in the print edition, and that's kind of nice to have both, actually. So Martha Wardenberg of Oregon is going to be the winner of that digital subscription. So how about a thumbs up and congratulations to Martha Wardenberg. Also, we're giving away a Fine Art Connoisseur digital subscription to Rex Duff, and Rex is in Winnipeg, Canada. Now, the way we're doing it is you just leave a comment. We like to know where you're from. It's just helpful. And if you're from overseas, we have to know because we're trying to give away one prize every day that is overseas. Okay? So what are today's prizes? I haven't come up with any ideas yet, but the problem I'm having is I'm running out of stuff because I've been giving it all away, and the office has been like, hey guys, you gotta lay it off on some of these things. I've given away well over a few $1,000s worth of stuff, and in 81 days, as you can imagine. And so today we'll give away a pair of, I'll tell you what, we'll give away a pair of value specs. I don't think I have any around here. I don't know what I did with them. I was out painting, and I probably left them in my paint bag. Anyway, we'll give away a pair of value specs that help you see values, and we will give away a Plein Air apron. It says Plein Air across it. It's a blue jean apron, and it's a wonderful apron. It's very adjustable. Hi there from Connecticut. Hello there. Let's see. I can't even see. I can't read that. Something about watercolor. No comments on YouTube, you guys. Come on, step it up. Anyway, so tomorrow we'll give away a Plein Air magazine apron and a pair of value specs. Okay? So make sure you leave a comment, and that's on any of the platforms, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, on any of the replays. We check them. I go through and read the comments, usually late at night. It was up till about midnight reading comments last night, responding to some of them. So thank you for the comments. What I would like to ask you guys to do, I would like to ask you, and this is a big chore, and I'm going to put a project on your lap right now. It's been 81 days. 81 days. Now, some of you have been with me the whole time. Some of you have missed a few. Some of you have been every single time. Some of you are just learning about it and joining in. I want to know from you if this has changed your life or your painting in any way in the last 81 days. And if so, give me specifics how. You can put that in the comments, or you can email me. My email is B as in boy, Eric, E-R-I-C, Rhoads, R-H-O-A-D-S, okay? And so please let me know, and also let me know what you need. What do you need me to talk about? What do you need help with? What kind of videos do you need? What kind of artists do you need? We have been doing now, this will be day 81 in a row of art instruction videos. We have over 400 of them we've produced. This is day 81. We're giving you samples, sometimes an hour, hour and a half, samples of painting and usually the interviews with the artist. And we're doing that because we want to keep you engaged. We also are doing it because it helps the artists, and we're all in need of help during these unique times. And it helps our little bitty business too. You know, we're a small business. We're not a big corporation. Most of my competitors are owned by big conglomerate corporations that I don't know if they care about artists or not, but I know what they do care about, and I care about artists. And what I try to do is to give you a quality product. And when I say quality, I mean the paper in our magazines is exquisite. I know because one of my competitors who tried to buy me told me the first thing he would do is cut that paper to save $250,000 a year. Well, I'd love to have that extra money, but this is all about making it right first. And so it's about having a good product first. So again, in a minute, we're going to talk about how to 10x, in case you're just joining, how to 10x your art or any kind of business. And so, I'm going to ask you to have a pen and paper handy because this is a little bit, not simple, but it's a little bit complex in some ways, all right? So today at 3 p.m., we've got a really terrific video for you. Nancy Tankersley. Now, I don't know if you know Nancy or not, but she was one of the founders of Plein Air Easton, which is one of the most important plein air events in America. And she is a rock star painter, and she does these beautiful figures. And I love to put figures in my paintings, but my figures always look like they're distorted. And so I asked her to do a video on how to do figures in your painting and using photographs as a reference. So she's going to do that today at 3 p.m. You don't want to miss that. She's really a good teacher. Now also, tonight at 9 p.m., we're also doing a second video for you now every night at 9 p.m. so that we can hit different time zones, because we know some of the people in places like California maybe don't want to do it during lunch, or they might want to do it in their evening. And of course, we have people watching all over the world, and we want to hear everyone who's watching from around the world today. Please leave a comment and say where you're watching from. We've heard from probably 30, maybe 50 countries around the world, and it's nice that we as artists are together as one. So cheers, congratulations. I'm drinking hot tea. It's not very hot right now. Okay, so are you guys ready for this? Do you have your pen and paper handy? Okay, we're going to talk to you about how to 10x. That means 10x means how to grow your business by 10 times. Are you ready for this? And you know, it's surprisingly simple. Now, I never knew this, and I had to pay a lot of money to learn this. I hired a consultant to come in and work with my business, and I paid him a ridiculous amount of money, and this is one of the things that he told me. And it has been a lifesaver, and it is a lifesaver for you. Now, I don't know how much money you make as an artist, and some of you might be making nothing, some of you might be making a lot. This applies to every single one of you. Now, if I were to say to you, I'm going to show you how to grow your business by 600% or 1,000% or 2,000%, you're going to say, well, that just seems high, and even 10x seems high. But what if I said, look, I only want you to grow certain aspects of your business by 10%. Now, let's say, for instance, that I said, okay, you're making $20,000 as an artist. If I grow your business by 10%, how much is that? It's $2,000, right? So it's not very much. Is that doable? Do you guys believe it's doable? Absolutely doable. But I'm going to show you some tricks that work especially well, and I'm going to operate on the assumption of a $20,000 a year income. Now, some of you are less, some of you are more, but you are going to have to do your own math. Don't try to do your math while you're watching this. Try to do your math after, but I want to show you how to do this. So there are 3 sections in this. The first thing is, and I hope you guys can see these charts. I'm going to write it in dark blue, I think, so that will help. The first thing is, how can you get 10% more clients? Okay, so if you have, let's say if you have 20 clients, how many, what's 10% more? Do the math. If you have 20 clients, that's 2 more clients a year. Can you get, if you really work hard at it, can you get 2 more clients a year? And that means 2 more people to buy a painting from you every year. Of course you can. You can do that in your sleep, right? So the first thing is you're going to get 10% more clients. The second thing is you're going to get 10% of more frequency of purchase. Write this down. 10% more frequency of purchase. So if you could get 10% more frequency, could you get someone to purchase 10% more times? In other words, let's say you have 20 clients, could you get 2 of them to purchase a second painting? Of course you could. Now, I can teach you how to do that. I'm not going to teach you that today, but of course you could. The third thing is, can you get 10% more average transaction value? Okay, so for instance, if you're selling your paintings for $2,000, can you get $200 more for your paintings? Yes, you can. And so my body language, it's because I'm cold. I'm noticing on the camera. So let's do the math on this. So if you were to get 10% more clients, let's say you make $20,000 a year, and you sell your clients for $2,000, you get 10% more clients, you get 10% increased frequency of purchase, meaning 2 more people buying, and you get 10% more money. You will grow your business, what's the word I'm looking for? Disproportionately. So let me give you an example. Let's say that you're making $20,000 now. And I know that big numbers scare us all. And that's why little numbers are nice. So if you just take a 10% step every year, step it up with 10% more clients, 10% more frequency of purchase, and 10% higher price every year. You do that every year, it will make a dramatic difference in your business. Now, I know that's complicated. It's in my book, How to Make More Money Selling Your Art, which I also don't have here. But if you follow those steps, 3 simple steps, 10% of each, and if you would do the math, you will be blown away. So what I want you to do is write down, how much am I making today? Using this $20,000 example. I'm making $20,000 today. You write that down. Then you say, okay, if I get 10% more clients, let's say you have 20 clients now, maybe you have 30, maybe you have 50, but if you get 10% more, then what is that number and how does that translate to dollars? If you get 10% more purchases from those clients, so you get 2 more people, if you're making 20,000, you get 2 more people to buy an extra painting, and I can show you how to do that, then you're going to grow by $2,000. And if you get 10% increase in your prices every year, and you combine those, it's going to compound. And if you do the math on 10 years, you will get excited. I got excited when I saw this, and I try to go through this exercise and remind myself to do it as frequently as possible, because inevitably I'll think about, okay, well, I'm going to do one of these, but I forget about the others. Remember, the best way to make money is with existing clients, and most artists skip that. Most artists are always like, it's all about new business, I got to get more new business. Yeah, you want to get new business, you want to get 10% amount of new business every year, no matter what. You want to get 10% new people on your mailing list every year. But if you can get the people that you already have, 10% of those people to just buy something else in a year, and most people who buy an artist, it's easier to sell them a second painting from that artist than it is by trying to convince somebody new. And the best way to do it, of course, is at the time of purchase. There's a concept, and I probably should teach this another time. There's a concept, our dopamine is high, we're feeling good. There's a thing called retail therapy. When we go out and we buy something, that's why they have all this stuff at the counter at the grocery store. It's like you're feeling good about buying something, and then all of a sudden, next thing you know, you're throwing a couple other things on the cart. The best time to sell someone is at their peak of enthusiasm. So if you've got somebody at a peak of enthusiasm, they're just buying your painting, that moment right then is the best time to say, hey, I want to show you another painting that might go along with that, or I created a companion painting, and show them that painting. And that might be a time when you don't necessarily have to do this, but it might be a time you discount. You say, listen, today because it's the companion, I'll knock 10% off of the price today, but now you're getting another sale immediately. And so you don't have to knock money off the price, but it might be the motivator they need. I wouldn't start out by doing that. And that kind of thing will change your life. So was this helpful? I hope it was helpful. We will be here every day. I'm here every day checking in with you guys, trying to keep you upbeat. Listen, the world is in turmoil. I don't want to ignore that. I want to acknowledge it. I am not making any statements one way or the other about anything. I just want you to make sure that you're not doom scrolling, right? Doom scrolling is when you're like scrolling through your social media and it's like it's getting worse and worse and worse, and you just, you feel like the world's coming to an end and you feel like there's no end. You've got to get your head in the game. You got to focus on your art, or you got to focus on something you love doing. Get out and do something fun, and make sure that you're eliminating some of that drama from your life. No drama is the code that I use, right? And listen, these things bother me on so many different levels, and yet I can't spend 8 hours a day just consumed with it. I don't have any way to watch the news up here. I guess I could watch it on the internet if I wanted to. I just try to get a small dose, just understand what's happening, but I'm not going to sit there and make it worse and worse and worse by watching it over and over and over again. And I would advise you to consider doing the same thing, because our brains change when we go into a fight or flight mode. All of a sudden we can't make good, clear decisions, and all of a sudden it's kind of like black or white. And I'm not making a political comment there. I mean, in terms of your decision is A or B, right? Whereas when you're not emotional and you're feeling more clarity, you have 30 different ways that you can go, 30 different decisions. So think about that. Anyway, remember today at 3 p.m. Nancy Tankersley figures from photos, and at 9 p.m. Cynthia Rosen. And by the way, both of these ladies know how to paint, and Cynthia's like big time palette knife, big bold sweeping stuff. I went out into the forest. She comes up to my Adirondack event every year. I don't know if she's coming this year or not. And we were out in the forest, and she had this big, 60-inch canvas on a big tripod, and she's out there doing the waterfall. It's a place where we go where the Hudson River School people painted, and she's out there doing these big big palette knife strokes, and she is amazing. So you're going to love that video. I'm about to lose my easel here to the wind. So anyway, that's at 3. Remember to leave a comment to try and win a prize, and I will see you tomorrow. Have a terrific day. And remember, tell me, has this been in any way life-changing for you? And if so, how? What has it done for your painting? What has it done for your mood? Has it been helpful at all? Put it in the comments, because and also if there's anything at all, this is everybody's assignment today. All right? Do that for me so that I can understand how to help you more. All right? Thank you so much. I'm Eric Rhoads from Fine Art Connoisseur and Plein Air Magazine. And please be sure and tell other people about this. All right? Thanks. Bye. I'll let you watch the lake for a minute. I'll take the easel out of the way. Pretty day. All right, have you had enough lake? Anybody still there? There's still people watching. Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, that one you can't, let's see, I'll try to, yeah, I can't seem to get the light on the Instagram to see the lake very well. It's kind of blown out. Sorry, guys. Bye. Hey, you YouTubers, thank you for watching today. Can't see the lake very well there, but maybe if I get up a little closer. There you go. There you go. Hey, a comment. Thank you. All right, have a great day. We'll see you.